So one of the reasons many of you are going to be struggling right now, people are going to be chopping themselves up. They're going to be taking ill-advised trades. They're going to be giving a lot of money that maybe they made back to the market when we're just kind of going sideways because you don't have a plan, right? So one of the easiest ways to reduce FOMO, to reduce over trading, is to have very clear levels of where you want to trade. If you have clear areas of interest where you want to trade, when price is not at those areas, you don't do anything. That's why you see me tweeting out what video games are guys playing right now. You know, what's a good TV show I should be watching? I'm taking the time to do that other stuff in between. The reason I like the way that I trade is it's not an everyday thing. It doesn't have to be. I can look at the charts for a few minutes and get a pretty good idea whether or not I'm gonna have to do anything today. There are people whose entire trading career is day trading, right? So they are getting in the charts at 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. wherever you live when the New York session opens. They're taking 1 or 2 trades during that session and then they're done for the day. So their work is concentrated to the morning and then they have the rest of the day to do their prep, to chill, to work out, to enjoy their life and their hobbies. My work flows a little different, right? I'm doing the content shit, that's sure. Let's leave that aside. But from a trading perspective, it sometimes takes days or weeks for a price to get to the areas that I'm interested in trading because I'm doing my analysis on the 12-hour chart, right? If someone's doing their analysis on the 15-minute and the 5-minute, there's going to be a whole lot more opportunities. It doesn't mean one way is better than the other. It's just different. So what I'm doing is chilling right now. Like if you go look at my last handful of tweets outside of the shit posts, and again, this is why I highly suggest if you're not already, get in my Telegram. It's my pinned tweet because if you want just the charts and not the posts about me going to music festivals and just shit posts and things like that, if you just want the charts, Telegram is the cleanest feed for that. But what you'll find, right, is my updates have been pretty basic. How I trade is not going to work for everyone. Some people need that constant action. It just doesn't work for me. It stresses me out too much. I already am stressed out enough with crypto because there's so many things going on, like bald coin going for 40,000% and then this thing getting rugged and then this happening. And there's already so many things going. The last thing I need to be doing right now is trading on the 5-minute chart. But that's just me. Some people, that's where they live and they want to be able to make their money in the morning and then get the fuck out of there, right? So to each their own. But what I like about how I trade is there's lots of time to make your decisions. Obviously, you got to execute when the time is right. But then when you're not at an area of interest, like we are right now, we're in the middle of nowhere for me. So if you've looked at my updates, I've basically said I'm looking for a run of a low or a move up into here and maybe a run of one of these highs, like something like this, or a move down to here. Unless we're interacting with any of those levels, I'm not doing anything. So it's hard to give you updates when nothing's changed for me. When you have those predefined levels and you know exactly what levels you want to do business at and where they are and what you want to see when we get there, it makes your life a whole lot more chill. And so I've just given you an outline of exactly how I came to these levels. June's range, SR, fair value gap. This is where I think the area for the bounce to occur will happen if it's going to happen. However we get there, whether it's like this, maybe we get one more push up and then a larger sell-off. Maybe we just sell off from here. All I know is I know exactly what I'm looking for when we get to this area. I'm looking for a low time frame buy signal, whether it's a breaker, whether it's just simply an order block, but I'm looking for that to come in around this area. Another thing I would consider is a move below the mid-range and then a reclaim. So if it gets below the mid-range and then reclaims it, easy. The deviation is your stop. The reclaim is your entry, right? And then I would target up into here initially, back up into this kind of 29.5 to 30K area. And then we see. Lots of stuff coming. If you want more of me, Telegram, Discord, all that stuff's on my website. You can obviously join the Haven as well. Link for the Haven joining below if you want live trades, more in-depth views on my system, things like that from me and other analysts. That's in the Haven. And obviously, we cannot forget the sponsors of this video, Prime XBT. It's been almost 2 years that we've been working with Prime XBT. So shout out to the Prime team. Thank you so much for the continued support. If you want to support me, one of the easiest ways to do that, use that Prime XBT link in the description of the video. Use code MAIN50, deposit some money and do some trading. You can trade things like Euro USD on Prime with crypto as collateral. You can trade gold. You can trade the S&P 500. You can trade natural gas, oil, all that kind of fun stuff on Prime. So thank you guys all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. We're going to keep on grinding. We're just about at 40K on YouTube, which is exciting. Love y'all so much. Talk to y'all soon.